WWE's Apex Predator.
The following contest is a gauntlet match. And from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 250 pounds, he is the Apex Predator, the Viper, Randy Orton.
Randy Orton began his career by being known as the Legend Killer. Randy Orton is now simply a legend.
Randy Orton's career wasn't built on alliances. The most important thing to Randy Orton has been winning championships.
Hey, Byron, you know what Heath Slater is and you aren't?
What's that?
Cool.
That wasn't very nice.
And from Pineville, West Virginia, weighing in at 200.
And we're underway. Looking at these two men, I don't think there's going to be anything traditional about this one-on-one matchup.
Settle in, guys. This is going to be a blast to watch.
Randy Orton has over 15 years of experience in WWE, and he hasn't slowed down a step.
Yeah, if anything, the Vipers become even more proficient with that devastating RKO.
What a stomp.
Good grief.
Here we go, back inside the ring. Oh, clothesline! Lariat! Heath Slater getting put in check here. We all know, though, this guy has plenty of fight left in him.
Yeah, but it looks to me like he still has plenty of energy in that body of his. I wouldn't look too much into this right now.
Tough situation to be in right here.
Yeah, you have to think this is not going to end well.
Ooh, knocked him right off his feet.
Yeah, no kidding.
Heath Slater doing a great job turning that around. Can Heath Slater get the early pin? And it's Randy Orton able to stop the count too soon.
Beautiful technique.
Oh, boy, he is rolling.
Now the old vicious head crank.
Look at the torque.
So much damage to the neck.
Looking for the exclamation point. Is he done? No, he lets him out.
Yeah, I think he knew he wasn't going to get the submission there.
Oh, right to the back. At the arm. You gotta believe this one's over. Randy Orton looking to end this.
I have to tell you, the RKO from Randy Orton is it.
Here he goes.
RKO out of nowhere. Slater's going to be singing a little off-key after that. Damn. Oh, man, Heath Slater doesn't even know where he is. Harsh impact. Here we go.
Oh, man. Corey, it still amazes me how quickly Randy Orton can strike an opponent with the RKO. Obviously, the WWE Universe feels the same way since the hashtag out of nowhere trends on social media whenever the Viper uncoils.
It doesn't matter if an opponent is behind Randy Orton, in front of him, attacking him. The Viper is always one RKO from victory.
He's looking banged up here, guys.
And it looks like things are about to get even worse.
Heath Slater just too quick.
Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
Ooh, what impact.
This match has been non-stop since the bell rang. And there's a reversal from Heath Slater. Heath Slater spikes him.
We may be looking at our winner here, guys.
He's got him covered. One, and he doesn't stay down for long.
Not yet. Too early.
Success breeds success, and he's definitely having some right now.
Wow, elbow! What a stomp.
Good grief.
Irish whip. Nailed it. Uh-oh.
Hung out to dry.
Good night.
But he's running on fumes here. Does he have enough left in him to capitalize?
Over 15 years into his WWE career, there were a few firsts left for Randy Orton to conquer. But he found one when he beat Bobby Roode and captured the United States Championship for the very first time.
It might be cliche, but it's true here. It ain't over till it's over. Oh boy, he is rolling. Heath Slater just too quick. Michael mentioned Randy Orton's United States title win, and true to Orton form, it came out of nowhere. After a quickly intensifying rivalry, the Viper beat the Glorious One at Fastlane for the one title he had yet to claim.
In the process, Orton became only the 10th person in WWE history to become a Grand Slam champion, which requires you hold the tag titles, the United States title, Intercontinental title, and a WWE championship. Another apex for the Apex Predator.
What are we gonna see here?
Hung up on his neck breaker.
For someone to survive a battle against Randy Orton, two things are critical. One, do not fall victim to the Viper's mind games. He's a master in psychological warfare. And number two, stay away from the RKO.
Ooh, right in the face.
Destroyed.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Big rattling. The Apex Predator is so dangerous in so many ways that what you said earlier, Corey, is more than accurate. Randy Orton can slither his way into an opponent's mind and then end it all with one RKO.
Randy Orton does unbelievable things when he hears the voices in his head. The Viper's opponents must try to escape the psychological torture and at all costs stay far away from the RKO.
Uh-oh, Cole, I think we know what the Viper's doing.
Yeah, Randy Orton with infamous. Oh!
That should do it.
Down to the floor. You got to wear your opponent down. Find that little weakness that could help you end up with a victory. Orton looking for something big.
Uh-oh. That's what he was looking for, Michael.
Momentum is fully in the corner of Randy Orton now.
He wants no part of the outside. What a clothesline! Ouch! Heath Slater doing a great job turning that around.
Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
Uh-oh, look at this! Randy Orton getting put to the test. This very well may be too much for him to handle.
That confidence he had on his face at the start of this match sure has disappeared, and with good reason. He's taken quite a beating.
It looks to me like he may have lost focus there for a minute. He was really cruising for a while. Oh boy, he is rolling.
Hooked up and... How these superstars are even still in this match is beyond me, especially given how intense the match has been.
Drop down.
Nice.
He's fighting back here.
I expected nothing less, Cole. Bottle that energy and he'd be a rich, rich man.
Oh, he's Slater.
To think, I almost wrote him off earlier.
Going for the cover. And it's Randy Orton able to stop the count.
Wow.
He's looking.
Down they go.
Slater's going to be...
Oh, what a crash.
Slater's going to be singing a little off...
What a slam.
Impactful. Will jar your spine.
Slater's going to be singing a little off-key after that.
Man. The end is near for him.
Vintage Randy Orton.
Slater's going to be singing a little off-key after that.
Man, Randy Orton looking to end this. Oh, no. RKO out of nowhere.
Slater's going to be...
A pin attempt. The cover, and this one's history. What a win.
Here is your winner. He is the Apex Predator, the Viper, Randy Orton.
This was a much-needed win.
If you didn't believe this guy before, there's no reason not to now. Not after that performance.
Columbus has played host to some amazing matches over the years, including this one.
What a huge man.
And
Stakes
from
and weights,
Superior,
baby. Stakes and weights.
Wisconsin, weighing in at
Michael Cole, Corey Graves, Byron Saxton here to call what will surely be a highly contested matchup. This might be it.
Oh, my.
Big forearm smash.
Oh, using the knee as a weapon.
Oh, chin-breaking uppercut.
He's starting to stumble here, but he's very aware of who he's in there with and what he has to do to rebound.
I'm not going to go so far as to say he can't win this match, but things certainly aren't looking good for him right now.
Well, guys, the referee should have it relatively easy here tonight because, as you know, in a false... The devastating Orton stop.
And a mud hole is being stomped. Got every ounce of that one. This could be over.
Randy Orton and RKO.
There is no coming back.
Here's the cover.
Hard to argue your take on this match, Michael. When there are no rules to enforce, the official's sole responsibility in a match like this is to simply declare the victor.
Yeah, the referee may only have one job, but I'm still willing to bet he finds a way to mess it up.
Nasty attack to the neck.
Now the old vicious head crank.
Look at the torque.
Could have a stiff neck for a while.
The elbow.
Success breeds success, and he's definitely having some right now. Hung out to dry.
Oh! But he's running on fumes here. Does he have enough left in him to capitalize?
You get dropped like that, you don't get up. Period.
Guys, the most important thing for a superstar to remember in a Falls Count Anywhere match is that anything goes. And I do mean anything.
I hope someone uses you as a weapon, Saxton. This is not the place where you want to underestimate your competition.
Absolutely not. Randy Orton, no problem in getting out of that one.
As Byron mentioned, anything goes in this one, which means we're likely to see a liberal use of weaponry here tonight.
Yeah, keep in mind, Cole, the fact that there's no disqualification also means that anybody can interfere, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Toss to the outside.
Success breeds success, and he's definitely having some right now.
Oh, wow.
Real quick, in case we have any newbies watching, a Falls Count Anywhere match.
And here comes Randy Orton. RKO out of nowhere.
That has got to be it.
In describing this match, Corey, you said it can end anywhere, which means we could see this match conclude in the ring.
It might be cliche, but it's true here. It ain't over till it's over.
Success breeds success, and he's definitely having some right now.
Randy Orton feeling good about himself right now.
Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy. This is what makes him one of the counter here.
Looking to end this thing.
Can they step through? Yes.
He breaks it. I can't believe it.
I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I'm with you, Cole. So unbelievable that he broke out of that.
And he's heading back in.
This will damage your back.
Too quick for him there.
He's making a statement here with this attack.
Oh, nasty impact.
Woo-wee.
Oh, right to the skull.
Oh, no, we've got a problem here, guys.
No kidding. Who knows what will happen next?
Randy Orton is one of the most dominant competitors in WWE history with few weaknesses. Corey, how would you target the Apex Predator?
One needs to look at Orton's medical history for the key. More than anything else, shoulder injuries have put the Viper on the sideline. Big slam.
Corey brought up Orton's many shoulder injuries earlier, and my quick research corroborates that. He suffered one just 6 months into his career and has been out of action as recently as 2016 due to shoulder issues.
Well, even if you don't re-injure the Apex Predator's shoulder, it's still smart to target it as you'll drastically reduce the effectiveness of his RKO.
Randy Orton might be the most successful third-generation wrestler in WWE history. The Orton family has been a fixture in wrestling for over 50.
Randy Orton is getting ready here.
Oh, here's his moment, Michael.
Reverses that one.
You both started the Orton family tree with the discussion of Bob Orton Sr., but Randy's father, Cowboy Bob Orton, has an impressive pedigree, too, as a WWE superstar.
Look at Otis Dozovic. Boom, what impact.
We may be looking at our winner here, guys.
Does Orton even know where he is?
Now that got those shoulders on the mat. Easily kicks out of that one.
The Apex Predator stays in the hunt with that kick out.
You know, I'd say the Falls Count Anywhere match was popularized back in the Attitude Era, but before that, I remember Pat Patterson and Sergeant Slaughter's famous 1981 alley fight, which many consider to be the precursor to Falls Count Anywhere.
Boom! As Byron mentioned, the Pat Patterson-Sergeant Slaughter alley fight had many of the elements of a Falls Count Anywhere match. Most notably, I'd say, was the heavy weapon usage.
Yeah, that match had everything from cowboy boots to brass knuckles, but more importantly, weren't you born in 1981, Saxton?
Good point.
These guys are giving it their walk away with the win.
Right to the back.
Uh-oh, here we go, cutter!
This one is over.
He's lining him up.
Yeah, if he hits this, the match is over.
That's how you put an exclamation point on the end of.
He goes for the cover.
There's the pin. It's over. It's all over.
Here is your winner. He is the Apex Predator, the Viper, Randy Orton.
There's plenty of reason for celebration tonight.
I don't make the matches, but if I did, I'd put these two back.
It's time for a perfect 10.
Come on, Corey, put your hands up. 10, 10, 10, 10.
You can feel the electricity running through this arena. This is going to be some battle. One-on-one, mano-a-mano.
The perfect 10, Ty Dillinger, is more than just a name and number. He's a great technical wrestler with over 15 years experience.
I don't care how many wins and big matches he's had. I can't stand when those idiots in the crowd yell, 10.
That's how you wear down your opponent.
Oh, my goodness, this hurts. Oh! Stone Cold leg snap.
That's going to hurt. Tear your hamstring.
I knew it was only a matter of time.
He might have it.
Vicious knee.
They get dangerous out here, especially when there are no countouts.
let's make sure everyone's clear on the rules of a TLC match. There are no pinfalls, no countouts, no disqualifications, and no submissions. The only way to win is to climb the ladder and retrieve the championship or championships that are suspended high above the ring.
I don't believe it.
And that table can shorten careers, Michael. Harsh impact. Elbow drop.
Right to the heart.
What are we going to see here?
Hung up.
Neckbreaker.
All right, listen up, morons. Especially you, Byron. A tables, ladders, and chairs match, commonly known as the TLC match, originated thanks to three of the greatest tag teams of all time. I'm talking about the Dudley Boys, the Hardy Boys, and Edge and Christian. You got the tables for the Dudleys, the ladders for the Hardys, and the chairs for E&C.
Here he goes.
You gotta believe this one's over. That should do it.
Corey, you spoke about the TLC match. It is interesting to note that the TLC match was created because of the incredible triangle ladder match the Dudley Boys had against the Hardys and Edge and Christian. He might have it. Climbing the table.
Look out, guys. Oh, came out of nowhere. That's what he was looking for, Michael.
Randy Orton might be the most successful third-generation wrestler in WWE history. The Orton family has been a fixture in wrestling for over 50 years, competing in main events from the 1960s all the way to today.
Yeah, Cole, it all started with Randy Orton's grandfather, Bob Orton Sr., who competed in the NWA and AWA, even took on Bruno Sammartino in New York City.
You both started the Orton family tree with the discussion of Bob Orton Sr., but Randy's father, Cowboy Bob Orton, has an impressive pedigree, too, as a WWE superstar, including being in Roddy Piper's corner during major matches at the first two WrestleManias.
As great as his father and grandfather were, Randy brought the Orton name to even greater heights with multiple WrestleMania main events and over a dozen WWE Championship reigns.
Oh, boy, he is rolling. A TLC match is so dangerous that you never want to make a mistake. But being too tentative can also cost you. We saw that at TLC 2016 when AJ Styles defended his WWE World Heavyweight Championship against Dean Ambrose.
The 2016 TLC match was the 19th in history, and it would not be for the faint of heart. There was no way to predict which superstar was going to incapacitate his opponent first to climb up the ladder. AJ Styles showed he was more than comfortable battling in TLC's environment. Orton looking for something big.
Uh-oh. And oh, that's how you put an exclamation point on the end of a match, guys.
He's stalking his opponent from the top turnbuckle. Inside the ring now.
TLC matches became so popular that WWE established a separate special. Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
Oh, boy, he is rolling.
Ooh, what impact. Corey, you mentioned mentioned this earlier, but it bears repeating. The match had incredible historical significance. The World Heavyweight Championship dates back to the early 1900s. The WWE Championship dates back. Hooked up.
Exploder! Dillinger looks about as far from a 10 as you can look right now.
He's playing with him now.
Lands this, and he is done. All right, listen up, morons. Especially you, Byron. A tables, ladders, and chairs match, commonly known as a TLC match, originated thanks to three of the greatest tag teams of all time. I'm talking about the Dudley Boys, the Hardy Boys, and Edge and Christian. You got the tables for the Dudleys, the ladders for the Hardys, and the chairs for E&C.
Corey, you spoke about the TLC match. It is interesting to note that the TLC match was created because of the incredible triangle ladder match the Dudley Boys had against the Hardys and Edge and Christian for the WWE Tag Team titles at WrestleMania 2000. And that was just the beginning.
You got that right, Michael. There was incredible history between those three teams. Each duo put it all on the line so they could be WWE Tag Team Champions. Even though the wild matches between them had TLC elements in them, the first official TLC match sanctioned by WWE took place at SummerSlam 2000. Let's make sure everyone's clear on the rules of a TLC match. There are no pinfalls, no countouts, no disqualifications, and no submissions. The only way to win is to climb the ladder and retrieve the championship or championships that are suspended high above the ring.
Oh, shows no mercy.
And that poor chair. It looks like a twisted heap. Success breeds success, and he's definitely having some right now.
Look at these two giving it their all. There's absolutely no quit in them tonight.
Draped on the apron with the point of the elbow right in the nose.
Jeez.
Back in the ring now. And there are those biting, icy eyes, the venomous look of Randy Orton.
Oh, nasty impact.
Things are obviously looking good right now, but let me tell you, climbing that ladder at this point in the match is no easy task.
The quick reversal that...
Wow, I thought he was a goner. Oh boy, he is rolling.
I have to tell you, the RKO from Randy Orton is a thing of beauty. Huh, unless you're the one who's getting dropped by it. The Apex Predator's speed and power are just the beginning because an RKO can occur at any moment.
There doesn't appear to be too much movement on the outside, guys. We might just be looking at the winner of this ladder match.
Corey, it still amazes me how quickly Randy Orton can strike an opponent with the RKO. Obviously, the WWE Universe feels the same way since the hashtag out of nowhere trends on social media whenever the Viper uncoils.
It doesn't matter if an opponent is behind Randy Orton, in front of him, attacking him. The Viper is always one RKO from victory.
No, he reverses it. Quick thinking to avoid that one. Oh, right to the jaw. You know, these guys are giving it absolutely everything they've got.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Oh, we know what's coming next.
Oh, boy, do we ever.
Vintage Randy Orton.
Game, set, match. This one is over. Such incredible impact.
And it's Ty Dillinger with the reversal.
A TLC match is so dangerous that you never want to make a mistake. But being too tentative can also cost you. You saw that at TLC 2016 when AJ Styles defended. Look out!
Some damage has been dished out, but certainly not enough to assume this one's even close to being over.
The 2016 TLC match was the thunderous slam.
Just when you thought he had nothing left.
For someone to survive a battle against Randy Orton, two things are critical. One, do not fall victim to the Viper's mind games. He's a master in psychological warfare. And number two, stay away from the RKO. Nobody's pulled ahead here yet, guys, but as we all know, the complexion of a ladder match can change in an instant.
The Apex Predator is so dangerous in so many ways that what you said earlier, Corey, is more than accurate. Randy Orton can slither his way into an opponent's mind and then end it all with one RKO.
Randy Orton does unbelievable things when he hears the voices in his head. The Viper's opponents must try to escape the psychological torture and at all costs stay far away from the RKO.
What a decisive victory for Randy Orton. Incredible.
Here is your winner. He is the Apex Predator, the Viper, Randy Orton.
Wow.
Get out your selfie sticks, guys!
And from seasonal residences, weighing in at 212 pounds, Tyler Breeze.
You know, Tyler Breeze might be a little unusual, but I gotta give him props. You know, those boots are authentic Peruvian chinchilla.
He owns many homes around the world. Tyler Breeze, very accomplished superstar here in WWE, teaming with Fandango to form the Fashion Police.
You know, guys, Breeze flew here on a private jet direct from Milan just to grace the WWE Universe with his presence.
Oh, what a nice guy.
Maybe he could give you some fashion tips, Byron.
Byron, you're an uggo.
One of the most decorated champions in WWE history, Randy Orton, looking to add to his legendary status tonight.
And man, I never get tired of watching these guys compete.
Randy Orton has over 15 years of experience in WWE, and he hasn't slowed down a step.
Yeah, if anything, the Viper's become even more proficient with that devastating RKO.
Just striking at will. I think this is the beginning of the end, Michael. Tyler Breeze is just getting overwhelmed. RKO out of nowhere. That changes the entire
His shoulders are down. A kick out after one.
Breeze likes to be fashionably late, but not for a kick out.
Huh, I see what you did there.
Beautiful technique.
What a stomp.
Good grief.
Nailed it.
Elbow drop.
Tyler Breeze beginning to peter out here. He needs to find a way to get on the offensive, guys.
The amount of punishment he's absorbed in this match is absolutely insane. A lesser man would have given up and walked away by now.
Guys, I wasn't anticipating this type of performance from him tonight. He's starting to look a little lost in there right now.
Oh, what impact. Drop down. Leapfrog.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Stump puller leg snap.
That's gonna hurt.
Tear your hamstring.
The devastating Orton stomp.
Multiple stomps. But he's running on fumes here. Does he have enough left in him to capitalize?
Down to the floor.
For a few years, Randy Orton brought his career to even greater heights by aligning with the Authority as the...
He's looking at it. Looking for something big up here. And that's exactly what we're going to get.
An RKO! Just when you thought he had nothing left, the situation just got real bad for Tyler Breeze.
Bringing it back into the ring.
Michael mentioned Randy Orton as the face of the WWE, given his long history aligning with Triple H. It made perfect sense for the game to give the Viper preferential treatment, main events, and a lengthy world title reign.
Gentlemen, it was so much more than their history that made Randy Orton the face of WWE. Randy Orton has the look, style, and the attitude of a champion, and that is why Triple H made him the centerpiece of the Authority for so long.
And the slam.
This can go a variety of different ways, Corey.
And almost none of them are good.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
This might be it.
Oh my.
Boom. Clubbing blow to the back.
Harsh impact.
And here he comes, set up for the famed Orton stomp.
Almost like Randy enjoys this. Tyler Breeze graced NXT, stomping every single part of his body.
That has got to be it.
He's in trouble. Here we go, a second.
Came out of nowhere. Here's his moment, Mike.
There's a pin now. What a stomp.
Good grief.
Breeze's ability was put to the ultimate test at the first NXT Brooklyn TakeOver event when Prince Pretty clashed with legendary Japanese competitor Jushin Thunder Liger.
In the fall of 2015, Breeze and his selfie stick arrived in WWE alongside Summer Rae and made an incredible statement by defeating Dolph Ziggler at Survivor Series. Eventually, Tyler formed a fashion police of sorts with Fandango as the duo called, you guessed it, Breezango.
Boom, what impact!
Big clothesline.
Randy Orton is one of the most dominant competitors in WWE history with few weaknesses. Corey, how would you target the Apex Predator?
One needs to look at Orton's medical history for the key. More than anything else, shoulder injuries have put the Viper on the sideline. Success breeds success, and he's definitely having some right now.
Backbreaker.
That'll realign your vertebrae.
Corey brought up Orton's many shoulder injuries earlier, and my quick research corroborates that. He suffered one just 6 months into his career and has been out of action as recently.
Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
Tyler Breeze turns it around.
Clothesline! This might be it.
Oh, my.
Wait a minute. Setting him up for something here.
And whatever it is, it's going to hurt, and it's going to hurt back. Whoa!
When this guy's on, look out. The devastating Orton stomp.
The stomping every single part of his body.
That's what he was looking for, Michael.
I think that one will finally do the trick, guys.
And he dodges out of the way.
Absolutely spiked.
DDT.
Looks like Randy Orton has broken a sweat. Don't be surprised if he shrugs it off and comes back more motivated than ever.
He just has to make sure this doesn't get too out of hand for him. Sometimes momentum has a way of permanently swinging one way. That's what he wants to avoid it.
Not so fast, gentlemen. By my calculations, he's still very much winning this match.
And it's reversed. Guys, it's imperative he gets back in the ring.
Yeah, otherwise he's looking at a count out.
Oh, what an up. Over 15 years into his WWE career, there were a few firsts left for Randy Orton to conquer. But he found one when he beat Bobby Roode and captured the United States Championship for the very first time.
Slam down hard.
Michael mentioned Randy Orton's United States title win, and true to Orton form, it came out of nowhere. After a quickly intensifying rivalry, the Viper beat the Glorious One at Fastlane for the one title he had yet to claim.
In the process, Orton became only the 10th person in WWE history to become a Grand Slam champion, which requires you hold the tag titles, the United States title, Intercontinental title, and a WWE championship. Another apex for the Apex Predator. The definition of delish. Tyler Breeze can systematically break down an adversary with laser-like precision. That's not something every opponent considers, given Breeze's iconic status in the fashion community. Uh-oh. Hung out to dry. Good night.
It is going to be difficult for Tyler Breeze to bounce back from that. The situation just got real bad for Tyler Breeze.
When superstars think of Tyler Breeze being self-absorbed, egotist,
and here comes an RKO. This one's over, guys. The pinfall and the victory.
Here is your winner. He is the Apex Predator, the Viper, Randy Orton.
and oh my God.
All right.
And weighing in at 244 pounds, Fandango.
I gotta admit, though, Fandango does everything. He's a great in-ring performer. He's a tremendous dancer. He gets the WWE Universe involved, and he's also a part of the Fashion Police.
He's like a resident MacGyver.
You realize just because you wear a badge doesn't make you a cop, right? He's no more than putting chicken feathers in your ear makes you a chicken, Byron.
Or Byron, just you sitting here at the announce desk doesn't make you an announcer.
You know what? You guys aren't going to cramp my style. I'm Fandangoing like it's 1999.
You can't cramp something that doesn't exist.
Huh?
1999.
Well, it's a play on words. No matter how you feel about the personality of Fandango, he is one of the most talented superstars inside the ring. And he's got great style, too.
The entire locker room should consider themselves warned. Tonight, the Apex Predator is coiled and ready to strike. If Randy Orton has it his way, tonight he returns to his rightful position at the top of sports entertainment.
Randy Orton has over 15 years of experience in WWE, and he hasn't slowed down a step.
Yeah, if anything, the Vipers become even more proficient with that devastating RKO.
Oh my goodness, crushing it. Little misstep by Fandango. With these two guys, we all knew this was going to be an all-out battle.
Hey, you're going to absorb some punishment in a wrestling match. It just goes along with the territory, and he knows that. I doubt he's all that concerned at this point.
I think a lot of people right now are scratching their heads wondering how he let this match get so out of hand.
Beautiful technique.
Oh my goodness, crushing it.
He'd be wise to stay right there.
For someone to survive a battle against Randy Orton, two things are critical. One, do not fall victim to the Viper's mind games. He's a master in psychological warfare. And number two, stay away from the RKO.
Vicious strike. What do you think Fandango needs to do to get back in this battle? If he's not careful, this can snowball out of control for him in a hurry.
Hey, he can still win this thing, guys. We've all seen him come back from much worse.
The Apex Predator is so dangerous in so many ways that what you said earlier, Corey, is more than accurate. Randy Orton can slither his way into an opponent's mind and then end it all with one RKO.
Randy Orton does unbelievable things when he hears the voices in his head. The Viper's opponents must try to escape the psychological torture and at all costs stay far away from the RKO.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
Fandango's effortless brilliance in the ballroom has transferred beautifully to WWE. If an opponent makes one wrong move, Fandango will capitalize on that, and it'll be all over.
He's calling for it. A superstar.
Oh no, Randy, boom! Fandango just getting punished in there. This night could be over for Fandango. What in the world?
Look out for the table, look out!
Exploder through the table. Fandango just getting punished in there.
There it is.
Did you hear that crack?
Incredible.
There was a lot of force behind that one.
Incredible.
There was a lot of force behind that one.
He wants no part of the outside. He doesn't want to do this outside the...
And the instinct from Fandango on display.
Oh, the old European uppercut.
Fandango blessed the WWE Universe with his presence in 2013 to rave reviews. In an early display of his incredible talents, Fandango defeated Y2J Chris Jericho at WrestleMania 29.
Ooh, what impact. There's no doubt that Fandango's victory over Chris Jericho at WrestleMania 29 was impressive. Around that time, Fandango's entrance theme topped the charts in music sales as well.
Fandango's competed in Money in the Bank matches, the Royal Rumble match, the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, and formed a dangerous tandem with fellow egomaniac Tyler Breeze, known as Breezango.
The devastating Orton stomp.
The stomp in every single part of his body.
Wow, I'm just as surprised as you guys are.
We all know how graceful Fandango is in his movements as a dancer, but when you see Fandango climb to the top rope and crash down onto an opponent with the last dance, it's pure poetry in motion.
These guys are giving it absolutely everything they've got.
We've seen Fandango lay out superstar after superstar. Hooked up.
Exploder! Here's his moment, Michael. Fandango claims to have more style than all of the Fashion Week events around the world combined, and that it's almost impossible for him to find a dance partner at his level.
He's not going to go quietly.
No superstar worth his salt ever does.
You gotta believe this one's over.
Down with a powerbomb.
Fandango is quite proud of his sense of fashion as well as his knowledge of several dance styles, and Fandango's always looking for that perfect dance partner.
Summer Rae, Layla, Rosa Mendez, Fandango's had some amazing dance partners, but the man can't be tied down and has uncompromising quality standards. Fandango's a virtuoso. If you no longer make the cut, you're gone.
Randy Orton is getting ready here.
Fandango claims to have more style. Oh, out of nowhere. This one's over, guys. While the medical staff might say otherwise, this superstar's injury isn't even worth mentioning. At least that's what this superstar told me prior to the match.
Fandango is quite proud of his sense of fashion as well as his knowledge of several dance styles, and Fandango's always looking for that perfect dance partner.
Summer Rae, Layla, Rosa Mendez, Fandango's had some amazing dance partners, but the man can't be tied down and has uncompromising quality standards. Fandango's a virtuoso. If you no longer make the cut, you're gone.
Got it.
Michael, that sledgehammer can cause some serious damage. Oh boy, he is rolling.
To tell you, the RKO from Randy Orton is a thing of beauty.
Oh no, Randy Orton.
Oh, nasty impact.
Fandango just getting punished in there. This might be the end of Fandango tonight.
Corey, it still amazes me how quickly Randy Orton can strike an opponent with the RKO. Obviously, the WWE Universe feels the same way since the hashtag out of nowhere trends on social media whenever the Viper uncoils.
It doesn't matter if an opponent is behind Randy Orton, in front of him, attacking him. The Viper is always one RKO from victory.
Fandango.
And here comes Randy Orton.
But he's running on fumes here. Does he have enough left in him to capitalize?
Clobbered by the steps.
That'll make you reassess some things.
Looks like Randy Orton has broken a sweat.
There's no doubt that Fandango's victory over Chris Jericho at WrestleMania 29 was impressive. Around that time, Fandango's entrance theme topped the charts in music sales as well.
Fandango's competed in Money in the Bank matches, the Royal Rumble match, the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, and formed a dangerous tandem with fellow egomaniac Tyler Breeze, known as Breezango.
We all know how graceful Fandango is in his movements as a dancer, but when you see Fandango climb to the top rope and crash down onto an opponent with the last dance, it's pure poetry in motion.
He's not in a good spot here, guys.
He simply needs to find a way to regroup.
Oh, take all the wind out of you.
We've seen Fandango lay out superstar after superstar with the last dance. It's known throughout the WWE locker room that if an opponent is hit with that maneuver, it might be their last dance in a WWE ring.
Uh-oh, Cole, I think we know what the Viper's doing.
Yeah, Randy Orton was hit, but boom!
Just when you thought he had nothing left, this night could be over for Fandango.
Guys, you never know what you're going to see in a match like this. And if you need proof of that,
Oh, my God.
And the instinct from Fandango on display.
As Corey mentioned, Daniel Bryan versus Kane from 2014 provided scenes we never thought we'd see. Most notable, oh my goodness!
I'll tell you, watching Extreme Rules matches make me happy my in-ring days are behind me. You talk about a treacherous environment to compete in.
And the ladder finds the mark.
Gonna be tough to bounce back from that one.
He's making a statement here with this attack. This is a treacherous match indeed, as Corey was
Fandango with the spinning heel kick.
Fandango. He's going for the pin.
Randy Orton kicks out quickly.
And we continue.
Here we go. Fandango is in position.
Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
And here comes Orton.
Uh-oh. Hung out to dry.
Vintage Randy Orton.
Fandango just getting punished in there.
He has him right where he wants him. Orton looking for something to kill out of nowhere.
That's what he was looking for.
And Randy Orton makes the cover.
Yes! Takes it!
Here is your winner. He is the Apex Predator, the Viper, Randy Orton.
Nice victory here tonight for Randy Orton.
When you get a one-on-one match like that, you hate to see one of them come up short. Well, that's just the harsh reality of it.
Columbus has played host to some amazing matches over the years, including this one.
Behold the Empress of Tomorrow,
Asuka.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Osaka, Japan, Asuka!
She is hypnotic. She is mesmerizing. She is as dangerous as the day is long.
You are looking at a woman who single-handedly managed to change the entire complexion of the Raw Women's Division.
A great champion at NXT. A sole survivor at Survivor Series. The winner of the first ever Women's Royal Rumble match. What a start to her career for Asuka. Byron, time to put your hair up and square up. Oh, you don't have any hair, but you get the point.
And her opponent, from Chemung, New Jersey, Sonya Deville.
Byron, I would love to see you interview Sonya Deville so she could punch you right in the mouth.
I wouldn't enjoy that at all.
Sonya Deville is as bad as they come.
Disciplined, driven. In fact, the day that Sonya Deville graduated high school, she packed up her car, drove down to South Florida, and began training full-time.
Singles action is underway, and in this one, I wouldn't attempt to predict what's going to happen. I just be ready for anything. Sometimes that's all you can.
We could see a tap out.
It's locked in.
Incredible.
Ah, she gets out of it.
She has renewed life now, Michael.
She's starting to stagger a bit. We've certainly seen her withstand worse in the past, though.
If you're worried about her now, you haven't seen many of her matches. She can withstand so much more punishment than this.
Nice calf kick. Great elevation. Incredible impact. What a stomp.
Good grief. Ooh, what impact.
Not looking good for her right now. She doesn't want to let this get out of control, guys.
Yeah, I'm surprised by this. It's almost as if she can't seem to kick it into high gear here tonight.
Oh, continuing to punish them. Oh, my goodness, crushing it. She comes up big with the reversal. Oof.
And Asuka was able to get out of the way there.
Yeah, she's a little bundle of energy right now.
This is going to be big, one way or another. Incoming.
She's got something in mind.
She doesn't want to get up.
With a running hip attack.
I bet you feel foolish riding her off now.
She's licking her chops. She's turning the tables.
They ain't turned yet. Still got some work to do.
I think she's trying to prove a point here.
Dominating shoulder tackle.
Asuka looks stunned by that.
But you can bet she has plenty of fight in her.
Pump the brakes a bit, Cole. I know exactly what you're thinking, and I can tell you with all certainty, she still has plenty of gas left in the tank.
She looked great coming out of the gates, guys, but somewhere along the lines, she's starting to falter for some reason.
Kick! This could be all she wrote.
She better do something fast.
And she escapes the submission.
Not a lot of people could break out of that one, Michael. Hip attack. So sudden.
Asuka is trying to get in her opponent's head.
She got her with a reversal. What a stomp.
Good grief.
Suplex.
We've seen this before.
It doesn't look like she's going to get her to tap here.
Look at that. She escapes.
Talk about coming up clutch, guys.
referee's calling her out. Look at Sonya Deville.
Asuka turns it around.
Look at Asuka stalking her.
Now this one's all but over. It's locked in. The Asuka lock.
Uh-oh. That's it. That's what she needed.
Oh, man, I'll tell you, it didn't look any less brutal the second time around.
No, she escapes it.
Yeah, I don't know if she had it locked in fully, Michael.
Takes her off her feet.
That's how you eliminate somebody's vertical game.
Boom, what impact. I'll tell you what, this is one they'll be talking about tomorrow at work or school, that's for sure.
Asuka turns it around.
And she turns it around on her. Nailed it. Oh, a palm strike.
I don't know how much more these superstars can take, guys. You'd have to think something's got to give here soon. Big time slam.
Vicious.
Asuka is trying to get in her opponent's head. Here she goes, back in the ring now.
Oh, man, right across the chest.
We're looking at complete domination here.
Oh, there's a kick to the midsection. Here we go.
Oh, sliding hip attack.
She's back in full control now.
Asuka looking to attack from high.
Look at this.
That'll hinder your modeling career.
Oh, what a kick.
One more shot and she's done.
DDT! Asuka is trying to get in her opponent's head.
Oh, my goodness, crushing it. Oh, no, this isn't going to end well. Oh, the knee just being torn apart now.
Asuka has the crowd eating out of the palm of her hand, but she's got to get refocused here.
Quick thinking to avoid that one. Oh, nasty impact. Asuka is looking beaten down, guys.
She needs to find a way to turn things around fast.
You can't help but think that this is the end of the road for her here tonight. I mean, she's flat out of gas out there.
You've got to give these women so much credit. They've really been...
With a body hip attack.
This one's over, guys.
Looking for all the glory here. 2. Nasty kick to the face. Drop down. Now leapfrog. Harsh impact.
I don't know how much more damage one person can take. I don't care how tough you are.
Takes her down with authority.
Man, she went down like a ton of bricks that time.
Wisely bringing the action back into the ring.
Now Asuka is showing how they do it back in Japan.
DDT! Look at Asuka stalking her.
Asuka in control.
The Asuka lock.
Uh-oh.
And she looked like she had no chance just a few moments ago.
She works her way out of that one.
She's still got a bit of an uphill climb here, though.
Given their performances tonight, it's too bad one of these superstars has to walk out of here on the losing end. These superstars wearing the wounds right now of what has been an absolutely thrilling matchup.
You're not going to win many matches absorbing punishment like that.
And Sonya Deville says, not this time.
At this point, it looks like even the winner of this match will walk out of here beaten and battered.
Look at Asuka go, my goodness.
Stunning kicks by the Empress of Tomorrow. Now, she just needs to finish her off.
She is on fire. And Sonya Deville says, not this time.
She's playing with fire here.
Yeah, she's got to hurry up and get back in there.
And she's back in the ring now. Looks like she wants to beat her inside the ring.
It could be over here!
This is it! 3! There's the pinfall and the victory.
Here is your winner, Asuka!
This one's over, folks. Asuka picks up the win.
You know, it didn't happen often, but I can attest, being pinned is humiliating.
We may be in New Orleans tonight, but I assure you there was nothing easy about that win right there.
On the rise, and what will be a tremendous career, here comes Peyton Royce.
And her opponent, from Sydney, Australia, Peyton Royce.
Byron, I was back in the locker room area earlier today, and I heard Peyton Royce imitating you.
Imitating me?
It was an unbelievable impersonation.
She does great impressions. Spot on, Byron Saxton. Oh, and by the way, she also handles her business inside the ring. A student of Lance Storm, Peyton Royce is absolutely incredible. Look at her, Byron.
Yeah, I can see her.
Beautiful and deadly. A true Venus flytrap. Byron, you want to know just how confident Peyton Royce is in her abilities? In 2016, she was one of very few women brave enough to actually call out Asuka.
Keep in mind, though, Michael, Peyton wasn't by herself when she called out Asuka. She had Billie Kay by her side. It's not like Peyton was looking for a one-on-one battle.
Oh, my gosh. Surfboard leg breaker. Oh, right to the kidneys.
Golly.
Beautiful technique.
She's taking on some heat. She doesn't appear too concerned, however.
Oh, going right after the neck. Drop kick with precision.
Backing it up. You gotta believe this one's over. Uh-oh. This isn't gonna be pretty. All the way out. Suplex.
She's on the defensive now.
And you can be shocked to see her absorb so much punishment.
She's losing steam here to put her away. Nobody wants to face Asuka when she's rolling. Harsh impact.
Oh, shot right to the stomach.
Oh, sliding hip attack.
There it is. Born in Australia, Peyton Royce's path to WWE saw her travel many miles, including a stop in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, where, like many before her, Peyton honed her craft before ultimately joining WWE. Look at Asuka. This one is over.
Nobody strings together a series of moves better, Cole.
Putting it all on the line.
Corey, Byron did allude to Peyton Royce's training in Canada.
Yeah, she's a product of your best friend, Lance Storm, and that's one of the reasons why Peyton's so good in the ring. I'm just glad Storm's personality didn't rub off on her during training.
Ooh, that kick could be a game changer.
Kick! Asuka looking uneasy now.
But I'd be surprised if she doesn't find a way back in control of this thing.
You know, she's the kind of competitor that actually likes getting hit. It motivates her. And this might just be what she needs to put her over the top, believe it or not.
While Peyton Royce's career is just getting started, guys, I'd say she has already accomplished a great deal, including being named the 2016 NXT Breakout Star of the Year alongside Billie Kay.
Look at her go.
You better be careful not to get disqualified.
That NXT Breakout Star of the Year award Michael brings up is something for Peyton to be proud of, especially when you...
Asuka getting ready here.
Oh, now look at Asuka. She could snap her arm.
Wow, she's fought her way all the way back here.
Drop down. Now leapfrog. What a strike. She's got that gleam in her eyes.
Oh, this one's all but over. It's locked in.
I don't know, we could see a tap out.
It's locked in.
That's how you put an exclamation point on the end of a match, guys.
Ah, and she gets out of it.
She has renewed life now, Michael. When it comes to Peyton Royce's opinion of herself, I partially agree with Corey. Yes, she should have self-confidence, but to call herself iconic? I don't know. That seems like a word that should be reserved for the likes of, I don't know, Trish Stratus and Mae Young.
Who are you to decide who's an icon and who's not, Saxton? If Peyton Royce wants to call herself iconic, that's exactly what she should do, period.
Now the old vicious head crank.
Look at the torque. Nailed it.
Born in Australia, Peyton Royce's path to WWE saw her travel many miles, including a stop in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, where, like many before her, Peyton honed her craft before ultimately joining WWE.
Drop down.
Leapfrog.
Corey, Byron did allude to Peyton Royce's training in Canada.
Yeah, she's a product of your best friend, Lance Storm, and that's one of the reasons why Peyton's so good in the ring. I'm just glad Storm's personality didn't rub off on her during training. Yeah, she's a little bundle of energy right now. Oh!
While Peyton Royce's career is just getting started, guys, I'd say she has already accomplished a great deal, including being named the 2016 NXT Breakout Star of the Year alongside Billie Kay. Spear! And she drops her.
That was about as in-your-face as it gets.
Knee drop.
That was nasty. So precise. Ooh, right to the back.
Asuka's found herself in a bit of trouble. Where do you see her going from here? Momentum clearly not on her side right now, fellas.
She wants to finish this.
No way she can survive this. Can she?
The ref's out. No good can come of this, Michael.
Oh, what a slam.
Michael, that gives new meaning to have a seat.
She wants it one more time.
Look at Asuka. She could snap her arm.
She's back in full control now.
Hooked up.
Back suplex.
Now Asuka is showing how they do it back in Japan.
Oh, what a splash! Enziguri! Reverses that one. Oh, and she's dropped there.
Yeah, she might be done here, guys.
Looking a little dazed here.
Yeah, she's definitely not looking herself right now, Cole.
Oh, man, she's rolling now.
Asuka with a kick downstairs.
She's not
Hip attack.
This one's over, guys.
The shoulders are down. Look at Asuka stalking her.
Asuka in control.
The Asuka lock.
That should do it.
And she breaks free.
I don't know how she did it, but that was impressive. And Asuka was able to get out of the way there.
She's turning the tables.
They ain't turned yet. Still got some work to do.
Oh, a DDT! I don't know how
how much more damage one person can take. I don't care how tough you...
Can she keep her down? Boom, what impact.
Beautiful technique.
Oh, no, we've got a problem here, guys.
No kidding. Who knows what will happen next?
Both of these superstars looking a little worse for wear right now.
Back in from the apron.
Brought in the hard way.
Peyton Royce
Hoping to end it here. 2. And kick out. This one's not over yet.
She's still in this one.
Oh, what a clothesline.
forcefully delivered. Look at her go. Peyton Royce is able to get out of the way there.
Look at Asuka. She could snap her arm.
I bet you feel foolish riding her off now.
Once she had it locked in, there was no escape.
Here is your winner, Asuka! And her opponent, from Yorktown Heights, New York, Mandy Rose.
A superstar that wouldn't look out of place on the roof of the Sistine Chapel. A real work of art. God's greatest creation.
I wouldn't be able to tell. My monitor's all blurry. Can we get tech support out here or something?
As Corey calls her the Golden Goddess. Corey, you've gone radio silent.
I'm just enjoying the moment.
Each of these competitors looks to gain momentum with a win tonight.
Whoever gets the early advantage could take this thing to a win.
If this is anything like TLC matches of the past, you can expect an unbelievable amount of carnage left in the wake.
Oh, no, this isn't going to end.
Oh, my gosh.
Surfboard leg breaker. We have Mandy Rose competing here tonight. Let's talk strategy, Byron. Let me start with...
Actually, I'll take this, Cole. There is no strategy when taking on Mandy Rose. She's God's greatest creation. You literally cannot compete with that. Case closed. Question over.
I don't believe it.
And that table can shorten careers, Michael.
Well, we had Corey giving his unbiased strategy discussion concerning Mandy Rose before. Byron, do you have an answer now?
Thank you, Michael. Yeah, Mandy can be defeated. And you need to neutralize her Absolution ally, Sonya Deville. Together, they can be tough to beat. but if you work on them one at a time, it's possible to earn a win.
TLC matches became so popular that WWE established a separate special event named after the match. In 2013, WWE once again made history. This was history that was 50 years in the making. The Viper, Randy Orton, was WWE Champion. John Cena was the World Heavyweight Champion. The winner would leave as WWE World Heavyweight Champion.
Corey, you mentioned this earlier, but it bears repeating. The match had incredible historical significance. The World Heavyweight Championship dates back to the early 1900s. The WWE Championship dates back to 1963. In the first WWE Champion, Nature Boy, Buddy Rogers. There was a big fight feel in Houston, Texas that night.
It looked like the Viper was going to win after he handcuffed Cena to the bottom rope, but Cena detached the rope and fought back against Orton. Both men struggled until the Apex Predator ripped Cena off the ladder, forcing him to land face first on a table. The Viper became immortalized when he grabbed both historic prizes and became the WWE World Heavyweight Champion.
Mandy Rose has been called by Corey God's greatest creation. You're the only one, Corey, who calls her that. Why does she have that nickname?
Here it is. Nobody wants to face Asuka when she's rolling. The two of you were discussing why Mandy Rose is, quote-unquote, God's greatest creation. And I have to say, she is pretty and a great performer. But is it possible? I don't know, you're exaggerating, Corey?
I am not exaggerating in the slightest, Saxton. Mandy Rose is the most talented and beautiful performer I have ever seen. As a matter of fact, the two of you aren't even worthy of viewing her majesty. It'd be like staring directly into the sun.
Yep, there's a kick to the midsection. Here we go.
Oh, nasty impact.
Ooh, what impact. I want to follow up on Byron's interesting point about Asuka's move to the main roster. Corey, you wrestle around the world, but you understand when you come to this company, it's a completely different level.
Well, that may be the case. You have to step up when you enter WWE, and I think Asuka knows she has no breathing room to rest on her laurels.
When I look at the scene of the women's division, I often see alliances, or at least women that will watch each other's back. However, I can't say I see Asuka fitting into any group or even having a clear explanation for all of her actions.
Oh, shows no mercy.
And that poor chair. It looks like a twisted heap.
Speaking of Asuka's relation with other women in WWE, Byron, I've noticed at times Asuka will sacrifice sportsmanship to get what she wants, while other times she will stand against injustice.
Asuka's unpredictable nature only keeps the other women on edge. But it doesn't matter which side of the fence Asuka leans on. She doesn't need tea time, friend.
And it's Asuka making a move.
You gotta believe this one's over. That's how you put an exclamation point on the end of a match, guys.
Draped on the apron with the point of the elbow right in the nose.
Jeez.
I'm told her photo galleries are responsible for a good portion of WWE's.com's huge traffic numbers last month.
Let's make sure everyone's clear on the rules of a TLC match. There are no pinfalls, no countouts, no disqualifications, and no submissions. The only way to win is to climb the ladder. Look at Asuka go. My goodness. Man, she knows how to make a comeback. That seemingly came out of nowhere.
The steps connect.
That hurt me just watching.
Oh, clobbered by the steps.
That'll make you reassess some things.
The
That hurt me just watching.
All right, listen up, morons, especially you, Byron. A tables, ladders, and chairs match, commonly known as a TLC match, originated thanks to three of the greatest tag teams of all time. I'm talking about the Dudley Boys, the Hardy Boys, and Edge and Christian. You got the tables for the Dudleys, the ladders for the Hardys, and the chairs for E&C.
She is on fire.
Oh, my goodness, crushing it. Corey, you spoke about the TLC match. It is interesting to note that the TLC match was created because of the incredible triangle ladder match the Dudley Boys had against the Hardys and Edge and Christian for the WWE Tag Team titles at WrestleMania 2000. And that was just the beginning.
You got that right, Michael. There was incredible history between those three teams. Each duo put it all on the line so they could be WWE Tag Team Champions. Even though the wild matches between them had TLC elements in them, the first official TLC match sanctioned by WWE is back in full control now.
This is exactly what Asuka was waiting for. Here's a warning for the women facing Asuka. Stretch, because if you're not stretched out beforehand, Asuka, she'll help you out with that. A submission artist and a striking specialist, she reverses out of it, and not a second too soon. Close call there.
Look at the look in her eyes. She's in the zone now. And again, Corey mentioned Asuka knocking her opponent's lights out. You don't want to be overzealous. You have to be passive with someone like Asuka because one kick can end it all.
I'd be surprised if anyone can recall their match with Asuka because once you've been kicked that hard, it's pretty hard to remember. A TLC match is so dangerous that you never want to make a mistake. But being too tentative can also cost you. We saw that at TLC 2016 when AJ Styles defended his WWE World Heavyweight Championship against Dean Ambrose. Ambrose said that his temper was his game plan, but if anyone would be at home in a TLC match, it's the Lunatic Fringe.
This might be it. Oh, my. The 2016 TLC match was the 19th in history, and it would not be for the faint of heart. There was no way to predict which superstar was going to incapacitate his opponent first to climb up the ladder. AJ Styles showed he was more than comfortable battling in TLC's environment of twisted, unforgiving steel and solid wood.
Both men had bad intentions, as displayed by AJ Styles when he executed a springboard 450 splash out to the floor that put Ambrose through a table. It wasn't enough to put Ambrose away, but James Ellsworth pushed Ambrose off the ladder, out of the ring, and through a table. That's how AJ Styles retained his championship.
Don't let Asuka's smile fool you. She's always looking for a knockout kick.
As beautiful as it is, Cole, that is one of the most terrifying smiles you will ever see in your life. Absolutely hypnotic. It'll buckle your knees if you know what's coming next.
Oh, man, she's rolling now.
With a running hip attack.
I bet you feel foolish riding her off now.
You're not going to find a smile on the planet more foreshadowing.
Look at Asuka. Striking from every direction.
And one to the face.
This one is over.
The WWE established a separate special event named after the match. In 2013, WWE once again made history. This was history that was 50 years in the making. The Viper, Randy Orton, was WWE Champion. John Cena was the World Heavyweight Champion. The winner would leave as WWE World Heavyweight Champion.
Corey, you mentioned this earlier, but it bears repeating. The match had incredible historical significance. The World Heavyweight Championship dates back to the early 1900s. The WWE Championship dates back to 1963. In the first WWE Champion, Nature Boy, Buddy Rogers. There was a big fight feel in Houston, Texas that night.
It looked like the Viper was going to win after he handcuffed Cena to the bottom rope, but Cena detached the rope and fought back against Orton. Both men struggled until the Apex Predator ripped Cena off the ladder, forcing him to land face first on a table. The Viper became immortalized when he grabbed both historic prizes and became the WWE World Heavyweight Champion.
Mandy Rose has been successful in WWE, but she also has the less than honorable distinction of being the first person eliminated in both the inaugural Women's Royal Rumble and Women's Elimination Chamber.
Michael brought up Mandy Rose's lack of success in the Royal Rumble and the Elimination Chamber, but I have to say she didn't have the luck of the draw in either case, drawing spot number 4 in the Rumble and being the first person out of a pod in the Elimination Chamber.
Saxton, Asuka wins.
Here is your winner,
This one's over, folks. Asuka picks up the win.
Hey, she was the better woman of the two tonight. It's that simple.
One half of the Australian duo known as the Iconics.
and her opponent, from Sydney, Australia, Billie Kay.
Billie Kay, Byron, wouldn't allow you to breathe the same air she does.
Who said I want to hang out with her?
It's not really an option, Saxton. Billie Kay exists in a whole world you know nothing about. A world of beauty, a world of danger.
Yeah, how about a world of lies and deceit?
Billie Kay and her best friend, Peyton Royce, have taken WWE by storm.
And there's the bell. And here we go. This is the type of battle that you can show someone who's new to our brand of entertainment and say, this is what WWE's all about.
Ouch. The only thing that would make this match more enjoyable to watch, sliding hip attack.
This is all but over.
Oh, man, Billie Kay doesn't even know where she is.
Stunning kicks by the Empress of Tomorrow.
Got every ounce of that one. This could be over.
A knee drop. Knee drop.
Smart, attacking the arm.
She's starting to stammer here. At this point, it's fair to wonder how much more she has to give here tonight.
She's no pushover, though, guys. If she's going down, she's going to go down swinging.
Oh, man. Vertical suplex.
Nice.
What's this? Bam! What a slam. She goes for the cover. And she gets the shoulders up.
Gonna take more than that.
What a stomp.
Good grief.
Irish whip. Oh, backing it up there.
Oh, you know that hurt. Reflecting on that Royal Rumble match, Michael, Asuka entered 25th and had to battle old rivals and some of the greatest women's champions of all time. In the end, she prevailed to punch her ticket to WrestleMania.
Yeah, Asuka was always my pick.
Man.
I predicted it since the match was announced. There was never any doubt. No one was ready for Asuka.
That's why you're the best ever, Corey. Ooh! It's obvious Billie Kay is feeling the pain that has been dealt out so far.
This match is certainly starting to test her mettle.
She can't take any more of this.
Corey, you followed Asuka's with a running hip attack.
That's how you put an exclamation point on.
Got the shoulders down. She wants to finish this.
One more shot and she's done. The Asuka lock.
Uh-oh. Wow, she's fought her way all the way back here. This is not good. I don't think Billie Kay knows where she is.
Talking about Asuka's intimidating aura, Corey. Her reputation precedes her, but if you study it, she somehow breaks free.
But you have to wonder how much damage was done.
If you want to talk strategy against Asuka, you have to recognize her lethal and sudden offense.
Yeah, if you're looking to neutralize that, you have to know about Asuka's hybrid style. She's mastered so many different elements of the game. And it's Billie Kay showing some agility. And Asuka was able to get out of the way there.
Asuka has the crowd eating out of the palm of her hand, but she's got to get refocused here.
Byron alluded to Asuka's options through her hybrid style, but her competition's options are often limited to tap or nap.
Oh, my last nap, I had dreams about walking down a beach with Asuka. And then I realized I was actually running a terror.
Asuka looking to attack from high. Look at this. You can see the confidence just beaming from her right now. Uh-oh. Asuka is looking to...
Oh, now look at Asuka. She could snap her arm.
I bet you feel foolish riding her off now.
This is Asuka's chance.
Whoa, impressive. You could say that again. I never thought she'd break free from that one. Look at Asuka go. My goodness. Striking from every direction.
And one to the face. Let's take another look at that.
Michael, that was amazing.
Once again, thank you for tuning into this great women's matchup. She's in a bad way here, Byron.
Don't count her out yet, Michael. Slammed with authority. Elbow drop.
Right to the heart.
Face breaker. She got her with a reversal. Backdrop suplex. Drop down. Now leapfrog.
You gotta believe this one's over.
Oh, what a kick to the face.
Oh my God.
Drop down.
Nice. This might be it. Oh my.
Oof, kick finds it.
Look at her go.
Devastating kick. Look at Asuka stalking her.
She can't take much more of this.
Oh, shot right to the stomach.
Oh, sliding hip attack.
That is good.
The cover.
Both of these competitors have so much resolve, it's going to take a minor miracle to keep one of them down.
Got her where she wants her.
Big time move coming up. Outrageous athleticism on the Hurricanrana. Probably seeing double after that one.
In a powerful takedown. She might not know where she is right now.
She's calling her out. Here she comes on the counter.
We'll see if she can turn things around. She is on fire.
She's looking at it.
She better do something fast.
Look at that. She escapes.
Talk about coming up clutch, guys. Asuka's a history maker, and she needs no one's help to conquer the record books. A prime example came at 2017 Survivor Series when she was the last for her team.
Well, that'll do some serious damage.
And she's a little bundle of energy right now.
Impactful slam. You know, here comes Asuka. She got her in position. Asuka with a running hip attack.
That should do it.
I see where she's going with this.
Now this one's all but over. It's locked in. The Asuka lock.
Uh-oh. Game, set, match. This one is over.
This is Asuka's chance.
As Asuka holds court on her battlefield, we are looking at a master of her craft, a representation of what the future holds for not just the women's division, but the entire WWE.
Great women's action here in WWE. You speak to Asuka in WWE's future, Byron. That future may have cherry blossoms falling from the sky, a Japanese symbol of the perfection that is Asuka, the Empress of tomorrow.
And tomorrow brings danger. Ladies of the women's division, grit your teeth. The Empress is here, and she is walking destruction. No one, and I mean no one, is ready for Asuka. Ah, what a kick. Wow, what a gritty performance.
She goes for the cover. 2, digging deep for a kick out.
She got her shoulder up, and we continue.
Asuka turns it around.
Breaker.
That could cause long-term damage. Nobody wants to face Asuka when she's rolling.
She's calling for it.
She's tough, but nobody's that tough. Boom! Sliding hip attack.
This one's up.
And a quick pin attempt by Asuka.
Asuka wins.
Here is your winner, Asuka!
There's no doubt about it. That's a big pinfall win right there.
And to be honest, Michael, neither of these amazing women have anything to be ashamed of.
Wow. Just wow. I'm speechless. What an amazing match.
Look who's in her house.
And her opponent, from Norwich, England, Paige.
Paige has carved her own path, blazed her own trail, answered to nobody that she didn't want to. Paige is truly a revolutionary in WWE.
Guys, remember on Raw a few years ago when Paige made her WWE debut and won the Women's Championship?
A truly unforgettable night, not only for Paige, but the entire WWE.
Singles action is underway, and in this one, I wouldn't attempt to predict what's going to happen. I'd just be ready for anything. Sometimes that's all you can do.
Man, this card is just packed with so many great matches, and this one is definitely among the most anticipated, I'd say.
I got right to the gut.
Harsh impact.
Looks like Paige is starting to slip a bit.
Though we've seen her come back from worse in the past.
That's all well and good, Cole, but unless this leads to some sort of submission hold, it's all for naught.
She's really had a tough time getting out of the gates here tonight. She needs to make a change, and she needs to make it now. One of the things a superstar who's competing in a submission match has to be careful of is if they have an injury or have been injured in the past and people know about it. You can bet in a submission match that your opponent is going to target that body part immediately. It's like having a giant bullseye on an arm, leg, ankle.
Smooth transition.
She better do something fast. Byron, and she breaks free.
I don't know how she did it, but that was impressive.
Looks like she wants to beat her inside the ring.
DDT!
Planet.
What is Paige's best strategy at this point? She needs to find a way to get back on the offensive here.
Guys, we're not used to seeing her like this. I wonder how she's going to respond here.
Drop down. Now leapfrog.
Ooh, what impact. When we talk about submission matches, we have to speak about one that, in many people's eyes, set the standard. It was WrestleMania 13. Bret the Hitman Hart was in a heated rivalry with a brash star on the rise named Stone Cold Steve Austin. This match started like no other.
Asuka with a kick downstairs.
It's not done.
Byron, you mentioned the submission match between Bret Hart and Steve Austin at WrestleMania 13.
Oh, this one's all but over. It's locked in.
We could see a tap out.
It's locked in.
He's back in full control now.
She somehow breaks free.
But you have to wonder how much damage was done.
Big reversal for her there. Drop down.
Nice.
Sharp knee. What a stomp.
Good grief.
He's able to get out of the way there. That'll hurt. DDT.
In a submission match, the name of the game is to make your opponent tap out from a submission move. There have been so many submission specialists throughout the history of this great business. Bret Hitman Hart, Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar, William Regal and Daniel Bryan are a few who come to mind. And on the women's side, I think about Alundra Blaze, Natalya, Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, and the boss, Sasha Banks.
Corey, earlier you spoke about a submission match, and one thing I'd like to point out is that a submission match is not necessarily the same as an I Quit match. The key difference is that a submission match requires the use of a submission maneuver. In an I Quit match, victory can be achieved by bringing your opponent to the point where they quit as a result of the overall punishment they've received in the match. And she's trying to flip the script here.
Easier said than done, Michael.
It only took Asuka a matter of 6 months to become the #1 contender to Bayley's NXT Women's Championship.
Well, Bayley had no intention of leaving Dallas without her most prized possession. She always wanted to prevail, not just for her, but for every little girl in the crowd, watching with tears in their eyes, hoping she wasn't going to lose that title. But then, she met Asuka.
Boo-hoo.
Guys, I think Asuka...
This one's over, guys!
When you two brought up Asuka's championship match, I noticed Saxton fanboying a little bit. Look, Bayley could be the most beloved superstar in NXT history, but Asuka didn't care. You didn't find sympathy from Asuka when she made Bayley pass out in the middle of the ring.
It was a shocking win, but upon reflection, if Bayley set the standard for being an NXT champion, Asuka elevated it tenfold.
Asuka getting ready here. She better do something fast.
Oh, and she gets out of it.
She has renewed life now, Michael.
Here comes Paige.
Look at her go. The shoe's on the other foot.
Paige is boom, what impact.
Wow, what a move by Paige.
Paige is rolling, so hi the children.
Right to the back of the neck. Backing it up. And she's knocked off her feet.
I think that one caught her by surprise, Michael.
Irish whip.
And Asuka was able to get out of the way there.
Oh, a palm strike.
Nobody wants to face Asuka when she's rolling.
Beautiful technique. The W, some good technique right there.
Now Asuka is showing how they do it back in Japan.
Wisely bringing the action back into the ring.
Look at Asuka stalking her.
Asuka! Asuka in control!
Corey spoke of
The Asuka lock.
Uh-oh! Game, set, match. This one is over.
now back, and she escapes the submission.
Not a lot of people can break out of that one, Michael.
Gets out of the way of that one.
Oh, man, she's rolling now. Paige just barely gets out of the way. Something that doesn't get recognized enough with Asuka is that every week gets more difficult because she's getting everybody's back.
Uh-oh is right. Oh, this is going to be painful. Looking for the Scorpion crosslock.
The Paige tap out.
She's got it now. At this point, it looks like even the winner of this match will walk out of here beaten and battered.
Whoa, she escapes the stretch.
You sound surprised, Cole. Come on. There's no way she was going to tap to that.
Look out!
Both of these superstars looking a little worse for wear right now.
Asuka looking to attack from high.
Look at this!
Oh, there's a kick to the midsection. Here we go.
Oh, sliding hip attack.
That has got to be it.
Now this one's all but over. It's locked in.
We could see a tap out.
It's locked in.
I don't see Paige coming back from that one.
This time it might end the match.
This one was over once she locked it in.
Here is your winner, Asuka!
Dominating tap-out victory here.
No shame in tapping out to that move. Wow, that looked incredibly painful.
We may be in New Orleans tonight, but I assure you there was nothing easy about that win right there.